A good evening to everybody. A fantastic Tuesday for you all. Hope everybody had a very good day. Had some sun, had a little haze. One thing we didn't have was rain, right? 4 days in a row now. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Count my hands. And throw in half of Friday too, because the second half of Friday was simply splendid. So 4.5 days without rainfall. Pretty impressive. It's been a warm start to June. Nothing too terribly crazy. I think now that we're actually hitting temperatures where we should be for this time of year, which is like mid to upper 80s, for some it's probably a bit overwhelming because we've been so cool for the month of May, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, now we're back to where we should be for the Tennessee Valley. And yeah, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, a little humid. Though today was weird. There was a little dry air that actually worked in from the upper levels, and the dew points actually dropped today. It still was warm outside, but it wasn't quite as humid as yesterday. That's all going to change. The humidity is going way up as we go into tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. I have bumped up the rain chance for tomorrow a little bit more. Instead of the isolated showers, I think there's going to be some showers. I don't think it's like a widespread rain event, but still the chance of rain probably a little bit more tomorrow than Thursday before we get walloped on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, I'll take you through the graphics. Temperatures, for the most part, Adam says it feels awesome outside from Fort Payne checking in, too. I think so, too. I was outside just now coming in, and I was at home for a little while in the evening. I had the dogs out in the patio, and a lot of 70s out there, some 60s mixed in. I know the Shoals and Albertville still not reporting yet. They'll get fixed eventually. Let me take the graphics full, too, so you can see them. And, yeah, I thought it was a nice night, too. I couldn't agree more with you, Adam. I thought it was really beautiful. I'm okay with it being 85 to 88 like it was today. Some people are a little upset that it's so warm, but nothing crazy or not typical for this time of year. Off to the west, you see a very distinct line of thunderstorms from Chicago to St. Louis to Dallas. That is not the rainfall that's in the forecast for tomorrow. What is that area down in Florida, and there is a little low pressure that's going to develop off the coast of Georgia tomorrow. And it's going to work northwest and work backwards, so to speak. The National Hurricane Center actually has a 10% chance of development. No, we're not getting a hurricane, but some of the rainfall from that low pressure when it develops may drift back into the Tennessee Valley during the afternoon. I'll show you the future radar in just a moment, but there's the National Hurricane Center with their 10% chance. It would be Andrea if it gets named. I don't think it will, but it's trivial if it does or doesn't. It's a big rainmaker, and it's going to soak the coastal Carolinas and Georgia and Florida for the next, at least northern Florida, for the next couple of days. And it's some of that rainfall that's going to try to drift to the north and west during the day tomorrow. Not tonight, though. Clear and muggy. We're around 70 degrees. And then for tomorrow, this is what I'm talking about. You wake up in the morning hours. Let me speed you up till tomorrow morning. And it'll be really nice. It'll just be a little muggy maybe, increasing humidity throughout the day. Temperature 70 to 75 by 7 a.m. And then by noon, still dry, but look towards like the south and east. Don't look at that red little dot in Florence. Look towards the southeast, like towards Fort Payne and Albertville. Watch what happens in the afternoon. Boom, there it comes. So there's the showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder. It doesn't look like severe weather, but maybe more than just a stray shower. Probably some actual areas of rainfall affecting Marshall County. Probably more like DeKalb County, southern Jackson County. And that's at 4 o'clock. There's a few showers to the west of I-65, but the core of the rain will be falling in and around Albertville. And then going into 6 o'clock, a lot of this will back off a bit as it moves closer to Huntsville, but I still think some showers will make it to what I call the traffic triangle, which is Athens, Decatur, and Huntsville. A lot of these showers will struggle to make it west of I-65. And then by 8 o'clock, still a few showers out there, but most of the activity winding down. And by 11 o'clock, we dry back out again. So it's a real quick hit of some rainfall for selected parts of areas of the Tennessee Valley. And just another day where we have to talk about some rain. Again, severe weather does not look likely, and just some rain. I think Wednesday actually will have a little bit higher chance of rain now during the afternoon and evening than, say, Thursday will. Thursday is actually setting up to be mainly dry now, and then we just wait for our next storm system to move in, and that will be a front that comes in on Friday afternoon. Stay weather alert as we go into Friday afternoon and night. Some of those storms could be strong or severe, mainly gusty winds, large hail, and heavy rain would be the primary concern. And then I put storms likely Saturday because there's another wave of storms for the weekend likely Saturday late in the day and at night into Sunday. And those too could be strong or severe too. So it looks pretty active Friday through Sunday. Just have ways to get updates. And we'll keep you updated here at the station and let you know how it's going to play out. And a lot of events taking place this weekend. It does not look good weather-wise at this time. Looks like there'll be more hours of rain than there will be times where it's dry. And a few storms will likely linger into next Monday and Tuesday as well, as the pattern continues to be just one system after another. We've had a nice break for 4 days, but it looks like that will change. James from Decatur checking in. Good to see you, my friend James. Hope all is well. Beverly's watching from Killen. Always a pleasure, Beverly. Thank you for stopping by for Weather Extra. James, last time we got low pressure like that, April 26, 27, 28 happened. That's not going to be the case with this here. And I don't know the setup for 26, 27, 28, but I don't think this is like the low pressure that's going to bring the rain tomorrow is just some rain. That's all it's going to be. I don't know. April 26, 27, 28 happened. I think you're referring to maybe 2011 with that, and that's not the scenario at all. Kayla, no rain this weekend, please. I want to ride horses. Can you ride in the rain? Because it doesn't look good. Hopefully, if we get those 2 waves of storms in, say we get Friday night and Saturday morning, and then Saturday night and the Sunday, if that is the case and it comes in 2 pieces parts, part of Saturday might end up being dry in the afternoon. There'll be a little window there. But for now, I'm just going to keep rain in the forecast most of the weekend, and then we'll fine-tune it tomorrow. And then, of course, Thursday and Friday, when the high-res models get closer to the time frame of the weekend, we'll be able to fine-tune the hours a bit more. So, Hydro Fest, of course, taking place in Gunnersville. So, Adam says, I sure hope North Carolina doesn't experience anything like Helene this year. Well, I hope not either, because that was a crippling tropical storm, hurricane, rainfall event, flooding. Yep. And you never want severe weather to hit anywhere, really. So, totally agree with you. Guinevere says, Athens is checking in. Good to see you on. Guinevere, thank you. Guinevere Watkins, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. James says, thanks, God. Lindsay Jennings watching from beautiful Arab. Amazing Arab, actually. Good to see you. D says, chasing this weekend. You got probably 2 MCSs to chase, my friend. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. See how it plays out. Charles, yes, raining, please. Charles, yes, up, raining, please. Charles, you want some rain? Well, you had plenty in May, and you're going to add maybe a little more tomorrow, and certainly some for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Kayla says, I have before. Riding horses in the rain, yes. Might have to do that, unfortunately. Just be careful if the storms get strong, though. There's going to be a lot of lightning in the storms if we have them. So. Kaylee says, just got on. What's the update? I'm just giving the forecast, Kaylee. It's all I'm doing. You're seeing the 10-day right there in front of your very eyes. I'll even pull it up full screen. Bam. Some showers tomorrow. I put a few showers, but maybe a little more than a few showers areas east. And then mainly dry Thursday. We'll track storms Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It looks like the time frame, Kaylee, is Friday night into Saturday, and then Saturday night into Sunday. Some of the storms will be strong or severe. Probably gusty winds and heavy rainfall and dangerous lightning, the main concerns. Could be some large hail, too. Angel says, watching from Coxie, thank you for always keeping us updated. Well, you're very welcome, and thank you for watching us and following us, because the only way you get the updates from us is if you watch us. And there's a million ways you can get your weather, and if you choose to get it from WAFF 48, we are very pleased and very happy about that. We say thank you. Thank you very much. Kirsten says, you're never late. You're never late. If you take the time out of your busy day to pop on here for Weather Extra and hang out with me for about 15, 20 minutes, you are never late. You're here. That's the most important thing. We appreciate that. It's good stuff. Charles says, Texarkana needs more rain. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to pay that. I lost track of my hits. Bob Reed says, Madison here. Bob, good to see you on from Madison. A very good Tuesday afternoon, evening transition to you. as we are getting towards the middle part of the week. So Sylvia's watching from the Smokies. Wow, we're like worldwide, internationally known here tonight on Weather Extra. This is great. I mean, it's kind of local. It's not that far. Charles, thanks for getting me the Weather Channel. You're welcome. The Weather Channel. Weather Channel? You have cable now? Is that what it is? Charles, you're losing me, buddy. I got you. But if Texarkana needs more rain, you get more rain. It's good for you. Kirsten, how you doing? Good to see you on, as always. Charles, so my vegetables will grow purple color. Cole's peas grow, brother. Great. I hope a lot of rain comes your way so your peppers, purple peas grow great. Kayla, I ain't riding in lightning, even though I have before. You be very careful on the horse in lightning. But yes, Kayla, just some rain. I mean, like, I think, the concern this weekend is that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you get to the weekend, the last thing people want to deal with is any kind of weather. And here we are going to have to probably forecast and track some storms Friday night to Saturday morning, Saturday night to Sunday. And, yeah, it's not going to be the best horse riding weather for sure. Adam says, good to see that the smoke is cleared. For the most part, it did provide some awesome sunsets and awesome moon pics. Adam, you were right on. And Adam, that's a great segue into something I'm going to talk about. And Liz Hurley, she called me out in the break between shows today. So there are two areas. So we had Canadian fires. The smoke from the fires comes south, and it enhanced the sunrise and sunset looks like Adam was talking about for the weekend, and even on Monday too. Not so much today. And that came from the north. From the south, we get this stuff called Saharan dust. So it's from the desert of Africa. And it gets all these particles, dust gets caught up in the westerlies, and it can get tracked all the way across the Atlantic Ocean and then can make a move towards the U.S. And it does the same thing as smoke does. It puts particles in the atmosphere and can make for a very bad air quality, but it can enhance the looks of the sunrises and sunsets. There's an area or a plume of Saharan dust near Florida right now. It's going to make national news the next day or two. And it's expanding, but it's not really coming to us. It's going to go up into the Carolinas. And it can cause some air quality alerts too. So we have smoke coming from the north, Saharan dust coming up from Florida, which is originally from Africa. And we're kind of in the middle now because the smoke from the fires has lifted north and the dust from the Saharan desert is now kind of hugging the east coast. But yeah, as Adam said, it can enhance some of the sun and rise looks and sunset looks. Bad for breathing, good for looks with the colors of the sunset and sunrise. But also the moon the other night. I took a picture and I put it on my page and nobody believed it. They thought I photoshopped it. I don't Photoshop anything. I don't have enough time in my life to Photoshop pictures, okay? So the moon was like this unbelievable red. And I put a picture up and everyone's like, how did that happen? So I had to explain it to everybody who was commenting on the picture. But that's why it has a little red in it. It brings out the red hues the particles does. Linda's watching from Coxie. Thanks for everything y'all do. Keep us safe. Linda, I appreciate you following and watching. I appreciate you that from Coxie. Good stuff. Hey, Tegan, how are you? Good to see you on. Aville in the house. You have a higher chance of rain tomorrow, Tegan, than everybody else does. That makes you special. Yes. No severe weather, though, Tegan. You're good tomorrow. Kayla says, I'm always careful. Thank you. Good. I want you to be safe, Kayla. That's most important. Lori says, hi, Jeff. Lori Maggio in the house, representing Coventry, Rhode Island in the house. I'm doing good. Hearts right back to you. Good to see you on. Hope all's well with you and the family. Tell everybody I said hi. And good to see you on. If any of you are on my page, the other night somebody got mad at me because I didn't comment. If you're on my page, I think Kate crossed over, so it's on both. I don't see my page right now. So if you're talking to me and you're like, wow, you're ignoring me, you're a big jerk. I'm not. I will usually get back to the comments when I go back in the studio. I just don't see the comments on my page right now, okay? But I'll answer you back if you have a question. Crystal says, kayaking on Sunday. Can I answer that tomorrow? The reason why I say is the storms, the timing right now looks like Friday night into Saturday, Saturday night into Sunday, okay? If that plays out, there could be a nice big window Sunday late in the day or like mid-afternoon where it might actually dry out. I don't want to go crazy and say sunshine, but give me one more day to try to time that out for you the weekend. One more day. Is that a song? One more day. One more. I think I'm taking words from another song and putting it into my own. Anyway, so Crystal, I wouldn't cancel yet. I would think kayaking. I'm gonna say hang on one more day and see if you can hang out.
One more day.
Okay. Again, it's a song, I think. Adam says, I took a few pics of the moon and the pic doesn't do justice. It was always almost blood red. Yeah. Ooh. You know, Adam, I will say this. I'm a big loser. I have like this fancy new phone, right? And I can't take pictures to save my life, right? It's really bad. Like, I was at a game one time trying to take a full moon picture, and this young lady, she's like 15, comes up to me. She goes, "You're doing it wrong. Take your finger and do this." And she did all this stuff.
Oh my God.
Best full moon picture I ever took in my life.
Wow.
And this was at a Trash Pandas game.
That's
so
awesome.
I actually took notes on how she did that, and I now know how to adjust my camera to take pictures of stuff that's like that, like the moon and at night when it's really light outside and you want to get it just zoomed in enough. And there's like things on the web. You can do a search and it will tell you how to do it. So if you're having trouble getting that perfect look at the moon and you want to get that red color, there's ways that you can put settings into your phone where you can actually zoom in on it. And it takes and filters out all the other light around it, and it looks really cool. Yeah. Things you learn on Weather Extra.
Oh my God, we learned so much.
I didn't know how to do that. She was like, looked like she was maybe like a.
Do the cool little thing with the phone. I was like, how to take a cool picture.
I learned something every day, technical, like
teaching me all
techie
the
stuff.
editing stuff, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like.
We miss you, Chelsea.
We see pictures that look so cool from people on social media, but they know how to do it, so it makes it easier. Right. All right. Let me see. Dawn says, "Hi Jeff. As always, checking in from Macedonia, which I love.
Macedonia.
I feel like I should wave a Roman sword.
Yes.
Macedonia. I'm coming to attack Macedonia." Tegan, you're welcome for the update. Lori Maggio, you're so sweet. You are the greatest of all time. Don't you ever forget that. Lori and I are very tight. We're good friends. She used to watch me at my other station. That worked.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You got the band still around.
Well, Lori's cool.
Lori.
How she even like accepts me into her friendship group, I don't even know yet. So Kaylee says Kaylee, I love you in Albertville too. You know I'm a big fan of Albertville. Yep, I talked to a lot of you there. Kaylee's there, Tegan's there. So Lucia lives there too. She's not on. She's wearing her ponytail hair right now. I know she is. When it gets humid, she wears ponytails, and we call it the ponytail forecast.
That is so fun.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 ponytail forecast today.
God.
Oh, Dawn, that yard sale on Saturday in Scottsboro.
Oh.
Can you have it in the garage? I mean, that's a tough one.
That's tough. Tough call.
I mean, any window that you have that could be dry would be later in the day. I don't think it's going to be dry. Let's just say that. So. Oh no, Lori, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. She's having a tooth pulled. That's never good.
Oh no, not fun.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan, you're so sweet. Well, I drive around Tennessee Valley a lot, okay? I'm in a lot of different places in Tennessee Valley. Can't really tell you why, but I can definitely tell you that I'm in different places a lot. I'm even in Tennessee a lot. I spend a lot of time out there in Albertville. I'll spend a lot of time in Jackson, DeKalb County too. So I will always give you updates for all locations, not just Huntsville and Madison. And I'm very big fans of all of you in the Shoals and Limestone County, and I love everybody in PC too. Phil Campbell, one of my favorite places. And I got I got a buddy of mine that lives in Red Bay, and he talks to me all the time, and he always asks me questions. It's awesome. So okay, Adam, where'd you go? I have the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and it has the moon zoom on it. I don't even know what that is, dude. That's way techie for me. I don't even know what that is. Well, where am I at time-wise, by the way? Like, am I close?
You're at 9:48.
Okay. So make sure I don't want to miss the 10 o'clock.
I know you don't.
Mark will be like, Jeff, you could come and do the weather? So, all right, what was that? Zooms up to 100 times. It does awesome on full moon pics, but I could still work on the colors some. Well, it sounds like your phone is way more technologically advanced than anything I own. So you're already halfway there. So I mean, if you do a search online, you might be able to find a way to maybe how you can zoom in on the different colors instead, right? It's a little bit beyond my knowledge, so. Hi, Gary. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, he says he's praying for Lori because she's getting her tooth taken out.
Oh, that is so nice.
It was very nice.
Wow.
Nobody wants to get a tooth pulled.
No.
Or
Nobody wants that.
Here's my terrible, cheesy, big cheddar joke is our weather's been like getting a tooth pulled recently. But until the last 4 days,
Wow,
it's been,
so rude.
we're doing a lot better. Yeah, it was pretty.
That was good though.
Big cheddar. You know who called me Big Cheddar today? Was Dio.
Whoa.
Donna Oliver, taking a page from Samantha. she called me Big Cheddar today.
We're all buddies, yes.
I was like, where did this come from? All right,
Donna?
I'm gonna pop this up real quick. Here's your 10-day one more time. I gotta get out of here. I got a 10 o'clock newscast. I gotta go. Eric Burke will be back tomorrow morning. He'll be tracking the showers and he'll have an update for the weekend. Again, we'll probably be able to fine tune it a bit more and get a little bit better idea if certain parts of the day will be wetter than other parts. But right now, just plan for a rainy stretch starting Friday afternoon through Sunday with the potential for some stronger storms. If we have a chance to hit 90, I know it's weird. It might be that Friday because if we can push the storms back into the evening, and we get some sunshine, that has the potential to be the hottest and most humid day of the week. If the storms come a little bit earlier on Friday, what I mean by earlier is like 1 or 2 o'clock, we'll never get to 89 and we'll get stuck at like 84, 85, but it will be wicked humid though. And then Saturday and Sunday with more clouds and rain in the forecast, we're like low to mid 80s. Still humid though, still icky stickies. And next week will probably be pretty humid, but maybe not hot. Just depends on how much sun we get. Right now we have some storms in the forecast, so. Darren, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for saying that. So thank you. It's very kind of you. For all you who come on to Weather Extra and hang out, I real appreciate it. Margot, 10 o'clock newscast starting up in a little bit, and I tag along and do some weather hits at the same time. Again, Eric will be here tomorrow morning. I am in for Brad one more time tomorrow afternoon, and then Jeff Desnoyers gets Thursday and Friday off. Yay! I'm really excited about that. But of course, my 2 days I get off and deal with rain and probably tracking some storms when I come in Saturday morning. So something not to look forward to there, but all good. Everybody have a fantastic night. We'll talk again soon.